find your way to a child's pose. Whatever that looks like today. Maybe it's knees wide or knees together or arms long in front or by your side. And just start to spread out and take up space on your mat. Think about allowing yourself to come back to your breath. Nice deep inhales and exhales. Maybe noticing that the bigger and longer the inhales become, the bigger and wider the belly, the torso, the low back, right? Really taking up space, breath spreading out in the body. And that exhales help you surrender, get a little heavier right where you are. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose. Open the mouth and sigh that away. Do that one more time. Big breath in. And out. Go ahead and gently start to walk fingertips a little bit further. Stretch nice and long. And then gently walk hands over to the left. So looking for a stretch in the right side body. Keep rooting into the right palm to draw the right hip back. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more inhale here, fill up. And then use your exhale, travel through center all the way over to the right. Think about pressing into the left hand as you draw the left hip back. Inhaling. And exhaling. One more big breath in. And out. Inhale here, fill up. And then gently walk hands back to the center. And then in towards your body. So coming onto the shins for a moment here. Good. And you can keep the knees nice and wide or draw them a little closer, whatever feels most comfortable for you. And then just 10 fingertips behind you. Start to roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. And maybe that feels good and you want a little bit more. You can start to lift up through the hip points. Big breath in. And then exhale, gently lower your seat and walk the hands forward. Come to hands and knees. So wrist under your shoulders, knees, hips distance wide. Keep lifting up through the belly to keep the back nice and long. And then cat-cowing the spine. So inhale, lift the gaze, drop the belly. Exhale, coil and round, heavy your head. Press everything away. Inhale, lifting gaze, dropping belly. And exhale, coiling into round. So back and forth you go, cats and cows. And they can stay really classic, kind of up the middle like this if it's feeling good in your spine. You can also open it up a little more organically, taking little sways side to side, circles with your head, your hips, whatever you like. Yeah, nice. Trying to keep inhales and exhales nice and long. And it may feel good to switch the direction of the hands, point fingertips in towards you. Maybe kind of gently move the hips forward and back to give the wrists a stretch. Circles would feel better there. Go for it. Just notice that we're coming kind of in and out of this sensation, right? You can go as deep into the stretch as you like, but there's always an exit strategy. Good, and then fingers face forward. Tucking right toes behind you, start to reach through the heel, and just a gentle pulse forward and back, heart and heel line. Keep lifting up through the abdominals. And if you want to pause and really press through the heel to get a lengthening in the calf muscle, feel free. Eventually, when you feel ready, right foot steps over to the left, take a peek over your left shoulder, keep pressing into the right hip, shining right rib cage wider. Big breath in. And out. Lengthen spine, lengthen gaze. Press the right foot up and back and long. And then coil and knee to nose, rounding, press the mat away. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, coil and round. Inhale, reaching. Last time, knee to nose. Good. Stretch the leg long. Tap your toes down, spin the heel down. Maybe there's a little kickstand in this left shin, and then peel the right arm open. So spreading through collarbones here. If you want to, reach the right arm up and over your ear. Pinky finger to pinky toe. Reach, reach, reach. And then maybe you even pick the right foot up, flex the foot, reach through fingertips. And if it would feel good, bend your right knee, catch the foot in the right hand, and think about bowing the belly forward as you press the foot and hand back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Re-engage that big long line. And then slow exhale back to your cat. Hand and knee down, round, heavy your head. Lengthen spine, tuck left toes under, reach through the heel, forward and back pulse. Good. Keep lifting up through abdominals, even though it may not feel like very much. And again, invitation to pause and really press through the heel for a moment if that feels good. Whenever you like, left foot can step over to the right side of the mat. Peek over your right shoulder, find that heel in your gaze, and really puff up through left side body. Big breath in. And out. Good. Re-lengthen spine, look forward. Flex your left foot up and back, inhale. Exhale, coil in, knee to nose around. Press everything away. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reaching. Last time, coil and round. Inhale, reach long. Tap the toes down. Spin the heel down. Maybe a little kickstand with this right shin so that you're balanced as you lift the left fingertips up. Take up space across the chest. Think about lifting up and under right side body. Keep rooting left foot as you send the left arm up and over the ear. And maybe that's plenty. Feels really good to root and stretch away from one point. If you want to play with balance, start to pick up the left foot, big long line of energy. Energetic foot, energetic hand, reaching away. Maybe you bend the knee and catch the foot in the hand. Now don't just let it be kind of this lackadaisical connection, right? Press the foot into the hand so that you can send belly forward, bowing body. Big breath in and out. Re-lengthen. And slow as you can, return back to your cat spine. Hand and knee down. Press the mat away. Inhale, lift your gaze, drop your belly. And then tuck your toes, send your hips side down dog. Knees can stay soft here as you kind of pedal out through the feet, bend one knee and then the other side. You might play a little with the hammocking of the heart, the shoulders, kind of melting belly towards your thighs. Allow an inhale to roll you forward, plank pose, top of a push-up. So body stays nice and long. And notice if hands or feet took a little walk to find the distance, keep them there as you send the hips high, down dog. Just bend your knees more. Do that one more time. Inhale, rolling forward, plank pose. Exhale, hips side, down dog. And this time, use that forward energy, but keep lifting up in the hips as you walk the feet forward to the hands. Hanging heavy over your legs, catch opposite elbows. Maybe shake head yes and no. You start to sway the upper body around. Maybe shift weight around in your feet. Take one more big breath in. And then exhale, heavy the arms, soften even deeper. And slowly roll up through your spine. Head arrives last. And when you get to the top, start rolling shoulders back, back, back. Big, big circles. Yeah. And then maybe shoulders one at a time. See if that gives you a little added mobility, availability. Good. And then interlace fingers behind you. Create a little fist there and reach it away from your tailbone, squeezing shoulder blades together. And try to do it without splaying in the back. Right? So let the tail be heavy, the hips nice and free, the legs nice and loose, and let it be a shoulder chest action. Good. Big breath in. And then exhale, release the arms. Shoulders up by your ears, big squeeze. And then a release down. Good, shoulders gently back, palms forward. And maybe you heel toe feet a little closer if that feels more stable in your body. Inhale, reaching arms overhead. Exhale, fold long over your legs. Inhale, lengthen, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your palms, gently step back, plank pose. Take a big breath into your long line, and then exhale, lower your way, and that may be with knees tapping down so you can really focus on the upper body. Maybe you go all the way, maybe you take chaturanga. Inhale to draw the heart through a little or a lot. Exhale, tuck your toes, send your hips high, down dog. Big breath in, and out. One more time, inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, peek forward. Hopping or stepping, find your way back to the top of the mat. Inhale to lengthen, lift halfway, maybe hands into shins. Exhale, fold, let it go. Inhale, reaching arms overhead. And exhale, prayer to your heart. Big breath in. And out. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, fold, releasing down. Inhale, lengthen, prepare. Exhale, plant your palms, hopping if you have a practice or stepping back to plank. Big breath in. Exhale, lower your way. Inhale, draw the heart through. Exhale, send the hips high, down dog. Big breath in. And out. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, peek forward, hopping or stepping, top of your mat. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reaching arms overhead. And exhale, prayer to your heart. Right away this time, inhale, reach high. Exhale, fold, releasing down. Inhale, lengthen, half. Exhale, planting palms, hopping, stepping, moving with your breath. Exhale, lower your way. Inhale, heart through, shoulders back. Exhale, hips side, down dog. Big breath in. And out. Inhale, lift heels. Exhale, bend your knees, peek forward, hopping or stepping, top of the mat. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, reach arms overhead. And exhale, prayer to your heart. Good. Keep the hands at heart center. Heel toe feet maybe a little closer till you feel inner thighs squeezing. And start to sit low for your chair pose. Good. So can you imagine that heavying the back of the pelvis lengthens the low back? And then take a big breath in. Big breath out, twist to the right. So maybe it's a hooking of left elbow. It may just be a left hand. It's early still. Big breath in. Exhale, twist a little deeper. One more inhale. And exhale. Lift the body back through center. That can be with knees bent or a little leg and wiggle. Use your exhale, twist left. Right elbow over the thigh. Maybe it's right hand. Left hand finds your back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sit a little lower. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good. Root into the feet. Inhale, stand all the way up. Lengthen, reach high. Exhale, fold over your body. Inhale, length, prepare. Planting palms, hopping, stepping, move with your breath. Take your time through your flow, and always an option to skip it and come right to down dog. Big breath in. And out. When you're ready, if you want to, inhale, right heel up and back. Exhale, coil in, knee to nose, rolling forward in plank. Inhale, reach high. Right knee, left elbow, cross and squeeze. Inhale, reaching. Right knee wide, find your right elbow. Inhale, reach. Gently step your foot through between your hands. And if it doesn't quite make it, grab with the right hand, help it step. Spin the left heel down. Inhale, reach arms high, warrior one. Good. Maybe heel toe your right foot a little bit wider. Think about drawing a right hip back as you spin the left hip forward. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. Exhale, hands frame your front foot. Stepping back to plank pose and moving with your breath, vinyasa or not, you can even hover the right foot if you want a little more challenge. Toes set down to support your back bend. Hips come high when you're ready for down dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale the left heel up and back. Coil in, knee to nose. Inhale, reach high. Left knee, right elbow, cross and squeeze. Inhale, reaching. Left knee wide, find your left elbow. Inhale, reach. Gently step left foot through between your hands. Again, help it with the left hand if you need to step forward. Right heel spins down. Reach arms up, warrior one. Good. Try to draw left hip back as you spin right hip forward. Big breath in. Exhale, let the body heavy a little. Inhaling. Exhale. One more inhale, maybe peak gaze high. Exhale, hands frame the front foot. Step it back, plank pose or three-legged plank, hovering left toes. Move with your breath flow. Take your time. Good work. From down dog, big breath in and out. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, peek forward, hopping or stepping, top of the mat. Inhale, length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reaching arms overhead. Keep the hands nice and wide till the shoulders drop. Maybe heel toe a little closer to the feet, and then sit low, chair pose. Big breath in. This time, send arms behind you. Come up to your tippy toes and lengthen your legs. Divers pose. Heels keep lifting, lifting, lifting. Heart keeps reaching. Good. Sink the heels, bend the knees, reach high. Chair pose with Utkatasana. Exhale, press it all the way. Divers pose. Keep lengthening in the back of the legs as much as you can. One more time. Sink the heels, reach high. And this time, exhale, just fold over your legs. Whew, good work. Heel toe feet, hips distance. Maybe that's 2 fists width. Maybe wider feels a little better, up to you. Take yogi toe lock, so peace fingers around your big toes. Press big toes down into your fingers so you have a really good grip. And then inhale, lengthen, lift the heart. Exhale, draw elbows wide, heavy your head. You can shake it actively, yes and no. You can shift weight around in your feet if that feels good, in your hips, your IT band. Breathe. Maybe imagining that inhales bring a little more lengthening to the back of the legs. Exhales bring a little bit more folding down the spine. Big breath in and out. Good, release your grip. Inhale, lengthen, lift halfway. Plant your palms, step back, plank pose. Vinyasa or not, up to you. Maybe an exhale to lower. Then inhale to draw heart through. And exhale to send hips high, down dog. Big breath in through your nose. Out through your mouth. Inhale, right leg up and back. Coil in just one knee to nose. Inhale, reaching. Right foot steps through between your hands. Pivot back, heel and rise, warrior one. This time, swim arms behind you, interlace your fingers. Let an inhale puff up your chest, lean back. Exhale, bow down, devotional warrior, torso heavy, head heavy. Keep rooting into your feet and maybe feel that you can draw right hip back a little further, swing left hip forward a little further. Big breath in and out. Root to rise, warrior one, arms up. Pick up your left heel, turn it into high lunge. Good. You're going to take a big step forward and grab the left knee with the hands. Find your balance, steady your gaze, and then interlace fingers underneath your left thigh and start to flex the left foot forward. Yeah. Maybe you keep hold of your grip. Maybe you bring one hand to your heart and then the other. Keep flexing. Yes. Send the left ankle over the right thigh and sit back, figure four. Think of thumbs lifting the sternum to sit you back a little deeper, lower. Maybe hinging at the hips. Forearms to your shin. Fingertips, maybe find right leg or the floor. Blocks if you're using them, whatever's useful. Maybe some movement here. Don't ever feel like stillness has to equal stuckness. One more big breath in. And out. Rewind, steady your balance. Come back through the middle. Lift the left knee. And this time we'll press the left foot back, warrior three. Like you're moving through molasses. Heart forward, heel lifts. Big step back, high lunge. Keep the back heel lifted for a moment. And then spin it down as you open the hips, warrior two. Good. Now notice if the right knee kind of did one of these and like collapsed towards the middle line. See if you can press it back, encouraging the whole body to open up in the front. And then reach forward and back, peaceful warrior. Lengthen your right leg, reverse your triangle. Decide if maybe you want your feet closer for balance. You would heel toe the back foot in. Draw the right hip back, right side gets nice and long. Keep reaching, reaching, reaching. And then right hand on your shin, left fingertips towards the sky. Think about spreading collarbones, leaning body back. Breathing in. Breathing out. Soften the right knee, sweep it up and back. Peaceful warrior. And exhale the hands to cartwheel the right foot, low lunge. Root into the left palm here. Reach the right fingertips high. Take a nice big opening twist. Good. And then send the right hand down, step back, plank pose, three-legged perhaps. Vinyasa or not, we'll meet in down dog. Such good work, yogis. Big breath in and out. Inhale, left leg high. Coil in, knee to nose. Inhale, reaching. Left foot steps through between your hands. Pivot back heel and rise, warrior one. Swimming arms behind you, interlace fingers. Let it inhale, puff up your chest. Exhale, bow down, devotional warrior torso, heavy head, heavy. Keep rooting your feet, and in that rooting, notice that you have control of your pelvis. Maybe swing left hip back, right hip forward. Breathe in. Breathe out. Root to rise, warrior one. Pick up your right heel, turn it into high lunge. Notice that right hip comes forward. And then big step forward, catch your right knee in your hands. Steady your gaze to steady your balance. And then interlace your fingers underneath your right thigh. Press the right foot forward. Flex, flex, flex. Yeah. And then maybe one hand comes to your heart. Maybe the other hand comes to your heart. Keep flexing, work that leg. Good, big breath in. And then exhale, right ankle over left thigh, figure four. Let the thumbs hook the sternum, sit you up and back. So like into back body and then lower. Breathe in. Maybe an exhale hinges your hips a little or a lot. It could be different on this side. Forearms can settle on your shin. Hands can take a walk to the left leg. Maybe fingertips find the floor or blocks. Tiny wiggles, don't get stuck. Keep moving your breath. Letting breath equal spaciousness. One more inhale. And exhale. And then rewind, bring it all the way back up, prayer to your heart. Flex the right foot. And this time we'll press it back, warrior three. Keep reaching through the heel and gently lowering, tipping from the heart. Breathe in. Breathe out. Big step back, high lunge. Keep that heel lifted for a moment. And then as you spin the right heel down, let it come from an action of the hip. Good, warrior two. And then again, notice if body kind of did this because the left knee came in towards the center. Can you press the left thigh back and let it also be an encouragement of opening up the entire front of the body. Yep. Sometimes if the toes are pointing in funky, that'll be hard to do. Reach forward and back, peaceful warrior. Press into the left foot, lengthen the leg. If you feel precarious here, heel toe the right foot a little closer, shorten your stance. And then left hip back, left arm forward, reach as far as you can reach for as long as you can. And then left hand on your shin, right arm up. Think about spreading collarbones, lean into back body. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time, inhale, reach, reach, reach. Exhale. Soften the left knee, sweep up and back, peaceful warrior. Exhale, hands circle and frame the front foot, low lunge, right heel lifts. Root into the right hand, lift left fingertips up, big twist. Keep lifting your hips, take up space. And then exhale, left hand down, step back, plank pose, maybe left toes hover. Vinyasa if you wanna, exhale to lower. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, hips high, down dog. Big breath in and out. Good, inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, peek forward, hopping or stepping, top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Go ahead and heel to your feet about hips distance again, maybe wider. You can come back to grabbing opposite elbows, yogi toe lock, or slide the hands underneath the feet this time. If you're bringing hands on feet, get the toes all the way up to your wrist creases if you can. Soft knees, heavy head, heavy body, maybe wiggles. If you're playing with it, you can play with shifting weight into the feet. So feet cradled in palms, yeah? And then maybe heels start to peel away from your mat, and they could just barely lift off, and it could feel like infinity amount. But maybe you're practicing it, and eventually they go from like the sliver of a baseball card to the size of a baseball. Maybe. Whenever you're finished, you'll catch opposite elbows and just let the body sway. Again, maybe noticing that inhales zip up the back of the legs. Exhales help you fold forward heavier. Big breath in. And out, big sigh. Good. Releasing the arms in your grip. Heel toeing feet nearer. So you come to your tippy toes, lift your heels, bend your knees, walk your hands into your heart, tippy toe squat. Yes. From here, you can gently open up your knees. And maybe this is plenty. You just walk fingertips forward, stretch the body long, roundly back, releasing in hips. If you want your crow pose practice, here we go. Bend your elbows. Think about knees squeezing the upper back of the arms. And then press the arms more actively back into the legs. Hands find the earth. Think about using fingertips as little talons. And then lift the hips, shift weight into the hands, and round away from the floor. So belly button towards your spine. Think cat. Maybe keep your big toes glued. And then lift heels to hips. You can play with crossing ankles, squeezing, uncrossing, cross the other way. These look great. Yeah, Laura, look forward, let your neck be long. There it is. Boom. Yes. If you have this practice and you want to jump back to chaturanga, remembering that you have both of those things in your body already, right? It's a lift in the belly the entire way. It's a gripping in the hands, and it's trust. It's a deep inhale, all the way exhale, and on the absence of breath, you hop. Something for next time, maybe. Eventually, we meet back in down dog. Such good work, yogis. Big breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Good. Inhale the right leg high. Gently step it through between your hands, low lunge. And let's bring the left knee down here, untuck the toes, and climb the hands up to your right thigh. Think about pressing into the hands so much the chest lifts and the crease between your hip, your body, and your thigh gets bigger, right? Wider angle. And then just start to move your hips a little forward and back. Good. You can walk the right hand further up on the thigh as you go deeper into the hips. Keep pressing. It'll bring you more back bend. Left arm up. Breathing in. Let exhale surrender you to your shape. You're welcome to stay just like this. If it would feel better, interlace your fingers, cradle the back of your head. Think about shoulders melting. Heart gently opening as they do. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Lift the weight of your head, reach arms up. And then hands frame your right foot, draw the hips back, half split. So pause when the pelvis comes over the left knee, and then get the rest of the length of the right leg by moving the right foot forward. Yes. Maybe a gentle inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, pulsing to fold. You could hold wherever it feels good. If little movements of the foot or the body feel better, go for it. Take one more deep breath in and out. Go ahead and gently lift the body. You're going to step the right foot back in, but bring it closer to you than where it began. So this time, ankle under knee, so we're not in the hips so much as a long line, spine stacked over pelvis over your left knee. Palms press at your heart. Take a big breath in, lengthen. Big twist to the right, hook the left elbow. Now draw your heart up to your hands. So think about it being a twist in your torso, right rib cage drawing back. Maybe you stay right where you are. If it would feel sweet in your body, tuck the left toes and start to fire up the left leg. Left quadricep really lifting the shape. Lift the pelvis, and then notice maybe you have a little bit more twisting space. Take a big breath in here. And then peek your gaze down, bring the hands to frame your right foot, and gently walk the left heel forward, pyramid pose, two long legs. Think about drawing the right hip back as you spin the left hip forward, and then body heavy again, heavy your head. Take a big breath in, let a big breath go. One more inhale, and exhale. Good, lengthen, lift the body, peek your gaze forward. Start to shift your weight into your right foot. You're picking up your left heel, and then you're drawing left knee into your chest and slowly rolling up to stand. A little hamstring activation there. Yeah. And then left thigh crosses over right. Squeeze in the middle. Left toes can point down or wrap, or just kind of hang out where they are. They can even rest on the floor. Cactus your elbows, and as you sit low in the hips, open up the chest. Maybe this is plenty. You can even come prayer your heart. Otherwise, snuggle left arm underneath the right, make a big X. Bend your elbows, back of hands meet or full palms do. Sit a little lower and maybe start to reach elbows away from your body, kind of tipping you into the forward fold. Pausing anywhere you like. Maybe you come all the way to a little wrapping. Take a big breath in and out. Use your strength, slowly lift the body. Uncross the legs, feet meet, sweep the arms overhead. And exhale, fold long over your legs, let it go. Inhale, lengthen, lift halfway. Plant your palms, stepping back, plank pose. Big breath in. Exhale, lower your way. Inhale, draw heart through. Exhale, send hips back, down dog. Big breath in. And out. Inhale, left leg high. Gently step the foot through between your hands. Tap the right knee down gently. Untuck the toes. Climb the hands up to your left thigh. And again, press actively into your hands to widen the angle between the thigh and your belly. Maybe a little pulse forward and back in the hips. Gentle, gentle. Open, open. Good. As you settle into the pelvis a little deeper, move your left hand higher up on your thigh so that you're actively kind of opening up the chest. Yeah, as long as that feels okay in your low back. Right arm reaches up. Big breath in. Exhale, surrender into the pelvis. And maybe you're reaching left arm up, maybe you're cradling the head again. Letting the head rest heavy in the hands. Let the shoulder blades melt. Big inhale. Exhale. Lift the weight of your head. Lengthen your arms. And let the hands frame the front foot. Good. Draw your hips back for half split. So pelvis will land over your right knee. Scoot your left foot forward. Maybe a little pulse and wiggle here. Hi, Daddy. Good. Using breath and body to wiggle in your shape. And if it feels good to keep the leg long, the foot flexed, and just hold in your fold, go for it. That's great. But finding space wherever you can find space. Enjoying stretch wherever it feels best in your body. One more inhale. And exhale. And then lift the torso. Step the left foot back in. Again, shorten the stance this time so that you can stay long, torso stacked over hips, over right knee this time. Palms press at your heart. Take a big inhale. And then exhale, twist to the left, hook your right elbow, spin so I can see ya. Good. Keep lifting torso away from thigh and let the heart come to the hands as you do. So left rib cage drawing higher, higher, higher. Maybe this is plenty. If you want more, you'll tuck the right toes, start to fire up the right leg, lift from the right quadricep. Yes, beautiful. Think about the pelvis getting lighter, stronger lifter. Lifter is not a word, but right now it is. Roll the left rib cage back. Good, big breath in. Peek your gaze down, let the hands follow, low lunge. Right foot steps forward so both legs are long, pyramid pose. Think about rooting into the right heel and let that be a little bit more freedom for the pelvis. Left hip drawing back, right hip drawing forward. Yeah, these look amazing. Breathe your breath. Inhale. And exhale. Let inhale zip up the legs. Let exhales fold you deeper. One more breath in. And out. And then lengthen body, peek forward. Start to shift the weight into your left foot. Start to pick up the right heel. Weight shifts forward, forward, forward until you can free the right foot, coil the right knee in towards your body, and then pick up the whole shape. Yes, good work. Right thigh snuggles over left thigh. Cross and squeeze. Right toes can hang out, actively point. They can wrap, they can rest. Cactus elbows and lift the chest. Sit a little lower. Maybe hang out here. Prayer can be at your heart if you're like, no shoulders, thank you. Otherwise, cross the arms, right arm under left. Bend at the elbows, back of the hands meet or full palms. Sit a little lower, and then as you draw the elbows away from your body, let that gently hinge you. It may be microscopic. It may be like a full wrap of these elbows around the knees. Big breath in. Big breath out. Use your strength to gently lift up from wherever you are. Uncross your legs, right foot meets left, root into the feet and lift arms overhead. Exhale, fold long over your body. Inhale, lengthen, lift halfway. Exhale, planting palms, vinyasa or not, totally up to you. Take your time. Hip side, down dog. Take a big breath in. Let a big breath go. And then go ahead and roll forward, plank pose. Drop the left forearm down, the right forearm down. And if forearm plank is your jam today, if you want to lift the hips up for dolphin and forearm stand, feel free. Otherwise, we're all going to come to the belly for a sphinx. Maybe elbows start to creep forward a little bit more so that you can hang out in the bones versus the muscles. Yeah, so sometimes we're here and it feels like an effort to lift the chest. We want to make that as peaceful in the body as we can. So maybe tucking your toes, moving legs a little wider if that feels better on your low back. And just breathe. Think about a gentle lift in the heart, but nothing so active. And just let the belly get soft and heavy. Think about the glutes doing the same, the thighs doing the same. Maybe slowing breath down. And if you want a few breaths in a deeper back bend, kind of spin on the elbows, bring the hands wider, maybe like corner of mat distance wide, and press into the palms to lengthen the arms. The seal pose. And just breathe. Think about elbows down in your seal, heart up. One more big breath in. And then exhale, gently lower elbows, come back to Sphinx. And then this time hands can stack, elbows can get wide. And you can just lower down to your forehead or one cheek. Maybe bend the knees and windshield wipe legs side to side. Good. From here, go ahead and let the legs be heavy. You're going to start to move the body over a little bit to the left side of your mat so that you can stretch out the right arm next to you. So my palm is down on the floor. My hand is long in line with my shoulder. Then I'm going to use my left hand to gently roll to my right side body. And the head can be heavy here. It can rest on the floor, or if you have a little bit of support, like a towel or something underneath, that would be great. Legs can stay stacked. You're welcome to bend the knees, or you can step the left foot behind the right leg. Maybe left arm rests on the body or behind you. And just start to breathe deeper into your breath. This is a yin shape called starfish. So we did plenty of muscular effort today. And our yin practice gives us an opportunity to kind of take that and go, yep, great work, and set it aside. And understand that that's not all the work, right? The opportunity to go a little deeper into the fascia of the body, pull bone away from bone, is also going to help us with flexibility and mobility. Really, really good, yogis. Take one more great big breath in. And out. If the left arm is behind you, unwrap it, set it on the mat, and start to slowly roll back to your belly. And you can just bring foreheads on the back of your hand. Maybe come back up onto your forearms, whatever feels most comfortable. Take a moment, wiggle legs, get into the low back, whatever you like. And then as you feel ready to do so, we'll come to the other side. So maybe scooching body over to the right side of your mat if you need space. Left arm sweeps long, left hand in line with your shoulder, and turn so that the left cheek is down. So look away from that hand. Root into the right palm to roll to the left side body. Head is heavy. Legs can stay stacked, or you can step the right foot back. Maybe the right arm rests on the body or behind you. Take your time. Know that this side might be completely different, and that that's okay. Just breathing into wherever you find the opening to be gentle, to be satisfying, to be useful. Such good work, yogis. A few more deep breaths here. Take a big breath in. Let a big breath go. If you've got that right arm around behind you, set it free. Use that hand to help you balance as you roll to your belly. You can bring both hands in, any tiny movements of legs or head, and then gently press the body back into your child's pose. And you can let knees be really wide, arms long, or if shoulders need a little bit of a break, arms long by your sides. And just start to breathe deeply into your low back, into the rib cage, into the back of the heart. Take one more deep breath in and out. And then go ahead and gently walk your hands into your body. And maybe you stay in like a tabletop and kind of just take little cat-cow circles with the head or the hips. If it would feel good to press back to a down dog, please feel free. We're going to move into a pigeon pose next, so go ahead and take a peek forward. Find your right wrist in space. So wherever you're in down dog or hands and knees, you'll bring the right knee right behind the right wrist, nice and wide. Tuck your left toes and scooch the left knee back. Pelvis wants to stay a little lifted, nice and square here. Maybe that's plenty. Yeah, you can bring a pillow underneath the hip or all the way underneath the pelvis. You can gently lower down to your forearms and hang out there, releasing the neck, heavying the head, or maybe forehead rests on your forearms. You can also stretch the body out nice and long, forehead to your mat, and just surrender. Whatever feels best to you in this moment. Maybe noticing where you feel this the most and thinking of exhales as shining a little heat lamp in that area. Take a big breath in. And let a big breath go. Start to slowly, gently walk hands back in towards your body. Take your time, slowly, lovingly find your way back to down dog. And if you want a vinyasa in between sides, if you want to open up the right hip, lengthen the leg, flip the dog, make it yours. So good, yogis. And then whenever you're ready for the other side, we'll head there. So just kind of pick up your gaze, find your left wrist, and then intentionally bring the left knee there, nice and wide. Right knee settles and scoots back from where it lands. And you can gently find your way down, take your time. And pausing where it feels like you're getting a lot of sensation, but it's also sustainable in the body. And then maybe go a little deeper into your gaze. Give yourself a little body scan. Are you gripping anywhere? Are there muscles doing work unnecessarily? Can exhales help you surrender, soften? Take a nice deep breath in. And out. Start to slowly walk hands into your body. Take your time if you're working with variations, beautiful. And then slowly, lovingly find your way back, down dog. Maybe down dog split if it feels good to open up that left hip, lengthen the leg. If you're flipping the dog, go for it. If you would like one last vinyasa, that lives here. Nice. And then when you're ready, we'll meet in a comfortable seat. Maybe that comes through a few child's pose breaths. That would feel good. Otherwise, if you're ready, just stretch the legs out nice and long in front of you. Give them a little shake out. And maybe you stay with heels kind of in line with outer hips for a Paschimottanasana. That can be as active, right? Folding really long. or as restorative, maybe a little more roundy in the spine as you'd like. Or if you would like to move into a nice wide straddle, you can travel there today as well. Maybe starting with flex feet and kind of internally rotating. And then just letting the body hang heavy. Breathing deeply into lower back wherever you end up. One more, great big breath in. And out. Start to slowly come up. And if legs are wide, scoop under the knees to bring them up and then closed. Knees are long, bending the knees. Walk the heels nice and close to you so that you can reach forward. And if you want to do the abdominal work, feel free. Just slowly lower down as slow as you can. Otherwise, catching knees and letting the body gently roll. Either way, we'll come to the back and bring knees into the chest and start to draw circles. Maybe that's knees working away from each other in two big circles. Maybe knees stay together and you're massaging low back. Whatever feels best in your body. If you take those circles one way, go ahead and turn them around. And then set the feet down nice and close to you, but hips distance wide. Root into the feet to pick up your hips. Maybe squeezing glutes to start. Interlace fingers, scoot shoulder blades a little nearer, but then try to relax the glutes and work a little bit more pressure into the soles of the feet. Perhaps that creates a little bit more space in the low back. Take a big breath in. And then exhale to gently sink the hips, the low back down. Windshield wiping knees side to side this time. And then allowing knees to gently fall over to the left so that you can twist to the right. Maybe cactusing at the elbows or lengthening the arms as you send the gaze over the right shoulder. And if it would feel good to take an eagle wrapping of the legs with either leg on top, know that, of course, you can take that variation. And that, in fact, hips are nice and open for it. Take a nice deep breath in. And out. If the legs are wrapped, let them unwrap. Start to slowly move legs back to the middle, and that may include feet on the floor, little windshield wipes of knees to massage low back and even out. And then eventually legs will fall over to the right so that you can take a gentle twist to the left. And if you're taking a crisscrossing and eagling of legs, take the other leg on top. And just let the body heavy. Maybe allowing the breath to soften. Take a big breath in and out. Start to slowly move the body towards the center and adjusting the body any way you need for that to feel like the center. Maybe hugging knees in close for one more very big squeeze. Maybe there's a happy baby before that squeeze, whatever you need. And then eventually you'll find your way to your Shavasana, legs long, arms long by your sides. Or if there's a different variation of resting pose for you today, take whatever you like. Whatever's most comfortable and soothing for your body. But as you land, give yourself an opportunity for a nice deep breath. Inhaling through your nose. Maybe a big sigh out of your mouth. And just land. Soaking up the benefits of your beautiful practice. This is inwardly. The lightest realizations arrive in restraint, so the old masters tell us. Not unlike the tug at the end of a line. We have language for what is within reach, but not the mutable form behind it. Or else, why write? I'm sick of peering at the ego. No, my ego's tired of peering at me. If she who awakens me into being, so it goes. The seer mistaken for the seen. Beginning to deepen your breath. Inviting tiny movements back to your body. And it might feel good to reach the arms overhead as you lengthen the legs. Maybe bending the knees and gently rolling over to one side. Eventually finding your way up to a comfortable seat. Perhaps bringing one hand over the heart, the other hand over that, or sitting comfortably your way. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Just take a moment to thank yourself for making time for your practice. And thank you so much for sharing your practice with me and with each other. We're about to see you. Namaste.